Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we have for Wild Hearts, which is set to release on current gen consoles and on PC on February 17th of next year. And just like I covered yesterday, not only did Wild Hearts was supposed to get a brand new trailer for the Game Awards, which it ended up getting one all the way at the end of the presentation itself, we also got a brand new reveal for a brand new monster. We got a couple of brand new gameplay clips of already announced monsters, but more importantly, we also got a closer look at some of the new and interesting weapons this game is going to be showcasing. So if you are keeping your eyes peeled for this upcoming release, there's a lot of brand new information that was kind of put up together in a minute or so long trailer that they decided to drop for the Game Awards. At the same time, they also went ahead and put up pre-orders that they are currently now live for the game, so you can actually go ahead and pick it up if you are so desire. There will be just a PlayStation and an Xbox Series S, Series X version of the game. There will be no PS4, Xbox One version of it. It will cost $70, $69.99. This is something that we didn't necessarily know as of the time of the game being revealed, of course. But they are basically saying that you will get some sort of pre-order bonuses for the standard edition. There will be a deluxe package as well, and there is rumors of a collector's edition, but we haven't necessarily seen anything about that as of yet. If you do pre-order, you will be able to get some sort of ferocious kimono emote and a couple of 5 chat stamps, which of course seem to be working relatively similar to the stickers that Monster Hunter has already. So you're going to be able to get a couple of those as well. Do remember that the developers did mention that they are not going to be doing any sort of paid DLC at the time of launch. So this is something that most likely will be rolled out eventually as kind of like, you know, free title updates, if you will, kind of like Monster Hunter. So you can expect that going down, you know, probably a couple of months after the game launches. And of course, if it's successful enough. One of my criticisms would be that a $70 game, especially a brand new IP, especially an untrusted publisher like EA, probably not a great idea, but you know, it is what it is. It's what current game generation games seem to cost nowadays. So I guess there's just really nothing else you can do about it. Now, as far as the trailer is concerned, they basically showcase this brand new tiger-like creature, which is what they're calling the Golden Tempest, I believe. And this one looks really fascinating because it's essentially just a big ass tiger, saber-tooth tiger kind of a thing, with this big kind of whips tied around it. They're not necessarily part of its body. The tail looks kind of like a big threaded kind of a thing, but the whips are apparently just connected to it. They're not necessarily a part of its body, and it's just relatively a big tiger. They do showcase this one brand new section in the arena where it's kind of like standing on top of like a old temple, kind of like a Chinese or Japanese temple, standing on top of it, and it jumps off kind of like to the sky. If you've played like God of War Ragnarok, that scene is probably going to look familiar to you, as you have probably seen one of those wolves kind of like fly up in the air kind of a thing. So it is interesting that you showcase that, but again, the short gameplay clips, they don't necessarily tell us much about the fight itself or how it's going to develop. But we do get to see some gunner gameplay with the cannon in hand. We do get to see this two-headed kind of like dual wielding type of weapon that they've shown in other trailers before. We also get to see a long sword, or a great sword, if you will, type of weapon as well. So it certainly looks interesting. And we also, of course, get a closer look at 2 other monsters that we have already seen being revealed. The monster that is at the face, the box, pretty much at the cover, the Death Stalker. This one is one that we kind of already known a little bit about. They do showcase this one kind of like essentially having a hunter kind of like on its mouth as it kind of like tosses it around. This is something that we haven't necessarily seen in Monster Hunter, where the monsters can actually bite on and just kind of like toss a hunter around. We have seen probably, I think Malzeno is probably one of the newer ones, when it kind of grabs the hunter, shrouds it in his wings, and then just kind of like tosses it. But we don't actually see them biting a hunter and like throwing it to the side. So this one certainly looks a little bit interesting in that regard. In the trailer, we also get a closer look at Amaterasu. This is one of the winged creatures, if you will, probably the only winged creature that is going to be flying in the sky as one of these brand new monsters. And this one certainly looks menacing because, of course, not only is he up in the air, so it's going to be one of those monsters you're eventually going to have to knock down and bring down to the floor, but more importantly, he seems to be doing a lot of massive AoE attacks and inline attacks that seem to just kind of like push hunters all the way to the side. So this one looks a little bit interesting for sure. But other than that, it was a relatively short trailer. They did say that they were going to be providing more details before the end of the year as well, so we're just going to have to wait and see what more information they provide us with. We do know once again that there are currently 8 weapons that have been revealed, and with Golden Tempest being revealed, now we are up to 10 different monsters of all range and sizes. Of course, we don't expect that to be the final tally. We expect them to at the very least double that, if not triple that, but of course that's just speculation on our side. We don't necessarily know much about the roadmap going forward either, as to see what else they're going to reveal. But that's about all the information that I wanted to go over with you guys today, as the brand new game awards presentation did provide us with a brand new look at a brand new monster, the Golden Tempest for Wild Hearts, which is once again set to release on February of next year for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and on PC. Sadly, of course, still no word on a Nintendo Switch version. If you are brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya!